Hey, this is Red Band coming to you live from the Road Famous Comedy Store for a brand new episode of Kill Tony Volume 3. Give it up for Tony.
Yes. Hello. Welcome. Yes. Avery Pearson, ladies and gentlemen. Avery, come take a bow. Where are you? Yeah. Avery Pearson and Jamar Neighbors. Getting the crowd worked to a frenzy. Avery is on Twitter at Avery is Funny, everybody. Just got back from the New York Comedy Festival. One more time for Avery. And Jamar, I smell a rap album coming from them, everybody. Welcome to Kill Tony. Here we are again. Put your hands together for Brian Redband. He's here, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Pat Reagan is out on a Thanksgiving break of some kind, but also keep it going for your house artist, everybody. Ryan J. Ebelt. Yeah. Right there. He draws every episode of the show. So he's already started drawing because the show just started, everybody. Fuck yeah. And we got Jamie Vernon in the back, turning this into an HD live podcast. And here we are. This is the live show. Normally, we would be streaming this show.
We are streaming it. We fixed it.
It worked?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
It's all going.
Live audience, make some noise for the thousands of people that are watching the show that you're at right now. We can only fit so many in this fucking shoebox, you understand? Other people watch live. We go up against Monday Night Raw. We go up against Monday Night Football. I say, fuck you guys. We are here, and we are competing. To some degree. There are thousands of people watching this right now, hundreds on Periscope, and tens live in this room right now. I'm so excited that everybody's here. We're going to have another fun, amazing episode. We have anything to promote? No.
Well,
this is this week.
If you're listening to it live, there's a couple tickets left for Sunday, November 27th in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah,
then we're sold out. All 4 shows are all sold out.
They're opening parts of the venue that haven't been opened before.
Yeah.
For our show. They're adding chairs behind bars and stuff.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Madhouse.
So let's get tonight's episode started. As always, we always have 2 of the funniest comedians in the world. I just so happen to be friends with all of the funniest comedians in the world. And so I am always happy to have them come on, hang out, and talk to comedians with me. This week's no different. Truly, I always say this, but this is truly 2 of the funniest human beings walking this planet. Put your hands together for Jamar Neighbors and Mike Kosta, everybody. Michael Kosta and Jamar Neighbors. Jamar Neighbors and Michael Kosta. Oh, we remember you from earlier. And Michael Kosta. Fucking welcome, guys. Welcome back. Jamar, you've already killed it in this room tonight.
Jamar's stage presence is just unbelievable, is it not?
Yes, it's the stage presence. It's nothing else.
He runs off of presence alone. Speaking of presents, Christmas is around the corner.
Yeah. Are we close? Yeah. Are we too close? I'm okay with this physically. You okay with this?
Okay. I'll fucks with you so you can be close.
Yeah, it's okay with this.
I feel like we're all comfortable here. It's a little bit squozen in.
Squozen?
Yeah, it's squozen.
That's German.
Yeah. It's squozen in.
Das ist
Put
gut.
your hands together for Josh Martin, everybody. Look at him over here. He's the one that sets up everything halfway so that it always falls at an inopportune time and like makes noises when we don't need him. But he's the man. He's known for spilling drinks on people. So you're going to see, maybe some of that will happen throughout the night. Josh Martin, our accident-prone runaround producer. So, guys, you know what we do. There's a bunch of comedians that sign up. They put their names in the bucket.
That's amazing.
Then when I pull a name out, they come on stage, and they do stand-up for 60 seconds, and we get to sort of see who they are, get a feel for them, and then we talk to them about anything in the world. All of a sudden, we're all on a podcast together. Crazy, right?
I think it's super ballsy for people to come up here because I don't know about you, Tony. My very first time performing, it was like 6 minutes. There was more time to kind of. It was more time to, be comfortable.
My first
with
time when I did stand-up comedy, I did an hour and a half in Madison Square Garden.
I didn't say it was a good 6 minutes, but I'm saying 1 minute is that's tough.
Oh,
man.
yeah, totally.
1 fucking minute.
Yeah, and sometimes it's too long
for
what we end up seeing. Comedians, you know how it works. You get 60 seconds. You know your 60 seconds is up when you hear the sound of a kitty. Aw, it's adorable. That means wrap it up then, or else you're going to bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. Jesus, God, he's vicious tonight. Oh my goodness, did it skip? We're operating off of CDs here, everybody. So let's do it. You guys ready? Kick off the show. It's Kill Tony.
Kill Tony.
Episode 130, by the way.
Yeah.
Episode 130. No big deal, you motherfuckers. A lot of people have 130 episodes of a hit live podcast. By the way, we're the number one live this week. Number one live podcast in the world. This is.
Wow.
There you go. Live podcast. So that means you have to be in front of a live audience.
Wait
every
till you have
episode.
Jamar's stage presence on this thing.
Yeah,
It's going to
boy.
really blow up. You know what I mean?
Stage presence is the most important thing when it comes to podcasts. Not a lot of people know that, but I pulled the name out of the bucket. Now, I always love one-word names.
Oh, yeah.
It always, almost foreshadows a lot. Sometimes it sets the expectations low and they blow you away. Sometimes they might be a monster and they're disappointing. You never know, but they're always something.
I hope it's Earthquake.
Earthquake's the only one that actually, I feel like that's the only one name that's really a killer, right?
Yeah.
Carrot Top, I guess, is one.
Is it one?
That's two.
Is there a hyphen? Is there a dash?
Nope, that's two.
What's
That's two.
another good one named comedian?
Mr. Top.
Mr.
Sinbad.
Oh, yeah, Sinbad.
Sinbad's
thank
the
you.
one. Sebastian, but he goes by Sebastian Maniscalco.
Yeah.
But let's see. Here we
Yeah,
go.
okay.
This is an interesting one. Put your hands together for Fanto. Oh, no. There's no Fanto. You got to be kidding me. I hyped it up. I hyped up the... I never do that. I never pull out... Oh, there's the root... The root... All right,
Nothing's
Jesus.
funnier than a sound effect of gunshots at the Comedy Store.
Right. Oh, too soon.
what do
Too
you mean,
soon.
me?
Remember that guy got
What do you
killed?
mean, me?
We were doing...
There was Red Man threw gunshots. On the fucking thing.
There was also a rooster at the Comedy
Yes,
Store
there was.
last week.
Come on, Mike, that was my homie.
Was my
I can't believe there's no Fanto.
Fanto.
I'm really disappointed in that. If anybody knows Fanto, tell them that we're really saddened by their...
Oh, so Fanto was maybe like a group? Maybe it was
An improv.
maybe it was group comedy.
I pulled
Fanto.
another name out of the bucket. This sounds like a real human being. How about Charlie O'Connor?
Woo! Oh,
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. It hurts. That's what it feels like. It feels like being shot and then a wolf in the middle of the night. In the middle of a quiet night. That's
maybe
exactly what it feels like.
maybe Charlie and Fanto are fucking in the bathroom. Is that what's going on?
It could
I
be.
hope they're both guys and that's what they're doing.
I have Getting High for 1,000 for sure on that one. All right.
Nice job, Red Band.
Jacques Nantamwe.
Jacques.
There was a lot of controversy about Obama saying the N-word on a podcast over the summer, which, if you think about it, like, isn't that much of a historical problem, right? Like, people freaked out about it, but he's the first president to say the N-word on a podcast, but he's like the 44th president to say the N-word. Do you realize, like, I mean, it's not all bad either, because, like, do you realize how many times someone had to say the N-word to, like, get the Emancipation Proclamation passed? Like, Lincoln said Negro, and they were like, is that a animal, vegetable, or mineral? And he said, well, it's pre-Civil War South, so all three. I get, like, snaps for that. I don't know about you guys, but have you ever had a woman leave you because your dick is too big?
Fuck yeah. 60 seconds from Jacques. How do you say your last name?
Ntoma.
Intona.
Ntoma.
Intoma.
It's Cameroonian.
Hell yeah.
I was
it
gonna
is.
say I wasn't thinking that this is what Jacques was gonna look like. To be honest with you.
That's how I get jobs.
Really? Where do you work?
I'm a lawyer. I actually was on here a while back.
Yeah, you did really good last time
I
too,
did
right?
terrible last
Oh, really?
time, yeah.
Oh, I remember that. You did shitty last time. I don't remember that.
I love it. So you're a lawyer?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of lawyer?
Employment law.
Employment
Interesting.
law.
Yeah.
And that's
You've passed the bar. You're a lawyer.
I'm
you're
barred in Texas, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
barred in California.
barred in California.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are you doing here right now, man?
I've-
You also a stand-up comic.
Yeah, I loved comedy before law school, and then I went to law school and didn't do any comedy, and then I started doing it.
Are you like funny in the courtroom? Do you like fart really loud and like objection at the same time?
Your Honor, let's be honest. He is the 44th president to say the N-word.
What's the funniest thing you've ever done in the courtroom?
Usually be identified as a defendant.
Oh shit!
I'm not kidding about that.
That's amazing. Do you talk about that on stage?
I sort of keep those lives separate, actually.
Yeah.
Well, that's ruined after this broadcast.
I love it. Now, have you always rocked that haircut? I remember when. Not only do I remember when Jamar once had that haircut, I remember when Michael Costa once
I
had
used
that
to have
haircut.
that
That's how
haircut.
far
Yep.
back I go.
Yep.
Josh used to have that haircut.
Yeah, he did. Josh Martin used to. They're up there. He's periscoping right now. Look at him up there.
Were
like
you
a
born?
little-
You were born in the United States.
Yeah, I'm from the D.C. area.
You're from the D.C. area. Were your parents in like some form of diplomacy or for the U.S. government, or what happened with that?
My dad worked for the World Bank.
Okay.
The IMF.
Yeah, I know what the IMF is.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's a World Bank.
Yeah.
IMF.
And yeah, my parents are both immigrants.
Cool.
So yeah.
All right. Do you talk about that at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were really funny, man. That Obama joke was great. I thought it was fantastic. I'd love to hear the end of, does the girl ever leave you because your dick is too big? Although it was pretty funny just asking the question, and that's it. Because obviously this is something that you've experienced many times.
Have you ever had that as a big problem?
People have not wanted to have sex with me again.
You have a huge dick.
Mostly Asians or all girls?
All girls. I
All
guess.
girls.
Now,
I mean, I'm not. It
He
occurred
looks-
to me because of that.
He looks like the black guy in every diversity program. Smart guy, afro, glasses. Give him
Yeah.
a pilot.
yeah.
That's a compliment.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's your big ass dick.
Now that's interesting. Do you talk more about that, or do you just have that one line where you do that? Is there more to that, or did you get cut off?
Oh yeah, and yeah. Actually, the rest of that is saying me neither. But I have had a lot of strong women hobble out of my life.
Okay. Not because you're dick, but because you break their legs. Is that why?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a
That's what it is.
misery sort of thing.
Why would they hobble?
Oh well, I think Jamar can explain that to you.
Hobble is a funny comedic word.
But I'm saying if
Nah.
you're saying that me neither,
I can't.
but
explain
I've
that.
made a few
Oh, right.
hobble, then how do you do it?
What do you?
You just by your thrusting or something?
Well, no. Well,
Like you really just inflict like
Well, he
physical
got some
pain?
long ass fingers.
It's more.
He does. Holy shit! Those are some
Which is like
ridiculous
steak
fingers.
fries. Let me bite your finger, man. Come here. Let me bite you.
They look like
some ketchup on it.
cantaloupe slices.
No. I mean, I guess I thought it was more funny as like a misdirection thing of like, oh, maybe, oh, no, okay, I'm saying she leaves, and then it turns out, oh, no, she actually doesn't leave for that, but she does hobble out. You know, so it's sort of like my dick is too big. Oh, it's not actually that big. Oh, it is
I
sort
see what
of
you
big.
did there. You broke it down like a weatherman, and I appreciate that.
That's what I do in court.
What do you do for fun?
I like to go hiking and listen to jazz.
Wow, is this your? Yeah, there you go. You just found your date.
Huge jazz fans here tonight.
No, yeah.
He's gonna make it.
You really like listening to jazz?
Yeah. There's like a great the piano bar on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
It's really really great.
But like
Downtown.
it's real jazz. It's like improvised jazz.
Yeah.
I try it, and whenever I go listen to jazz, I realize I like blues. Does that ever happen to anybody? I hate jazz. I need a hook. I'm not that smart.
Miles Davis,
I need
Bitches
a hook.
Brew. Bitches Brew Miles Davis. Try that out.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll try it out.
the jazz prescriptionist over here, Brian Redband.
Smoke a joint and listen to that
It's
album.
cool. It's cool to like jazz. I'm admitting that I'm uncool, but I keep trying to like it, and I just keep leaving going, I need someone to go, down. That's what I need.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
Why did I make this about me?
You play jazz? Do you play instruments?
No, I wish.
You just look like a jazz musician.
That's actually another subject of a joke, yeah.
That's another subject of a joke that you do? Is that what you said?
Yeah, because I go to jazz, everyone assumes I'm a musician.
Sure.
In L.A., I mean, especially.
Yeah. But then you're like, nope, I'm a lawyer. What's the craziest company that you've defended employment law? Like, what's the way, have you ever worked for, like, Target or, like, Best Buy or anything like that?
No, in one interview, the law firm it was interviewing for to work at a law firm, and they said,
This is the only way I can like jazz when there's someone else talking over the jazz.
Have you ever thought about doing your comedy with jazz behind it, combining your two worlds?
Oh, definitely.
Here, keep going. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Isn't this Snap Judgment on NPR? Isn't that what this Stories with a Beat or some shit? Okay, sorry.
I don't know that reference, but it sounds dead on.
Where I was doing an interview with a law firm, and they were like, "We're currently defending BP with the Deepwater Horizon oil spill, and how do you feel about that?" And I came up with like a really bullshit answer because I still wanted the job. Like I was like, well, I think in democracy it is, you need someone to represent the bad guys and all that shit. So, but I don't know if that was not a good story.
There you go. Something like that. If it just trickles out into nothingness and the music comes back up, I think we could find you a new niche with jazz music behind you.
What kind of?
How do you spell that last name?
Ntoma. How do you spell it?
It's spelled how it sounds, Ntoma.
Oh no, it's not.
Just spell how it sounds.
It's that one letter you haven't heard.
Does it start with an N and a T?
Yeah.
The first two letters are N and T?
Yeah.
And so what's your name?
Ntoma. Ntoma.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Do you have a joke about that?
No.
No.
Do a joke about your name, man.
Do a joke about my name?
No, I'm fucking with you. you know how older comedians give you like bad advice? I want to be that nigga for you.
Aww. Touch.
Are both of your parents Cameroonian?
No, my mom is Vietnamese.
Whoa, look at that. They found each other, those islands of love. Vietnam and Cameroon. Where'd they meet?
They met at church in D.C.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see what I'm talking about? All right. Jacques, I had so much fun with you tonight. It was nice to meet you.
Jacques, good job, buddy.
Yeah,
You're
fun
funny,
times.
man.
Nice to meet you. There he goes, Jacques Antonet. He's on Twitter at TNTONME. TNTONM.
I know you were joking, but I kind of like names. I kind of like jokes about people's names.
I think, you just got to go with... Nobody's ever going to be able to pronounce that right.
Yeah.
Nobody ever. He's
Yeah.
going to one day, he's going to be a huge star. He's going to have an opener that he pays a lot of money, takes on the road with him, and he's not even going to be able to say
Jacques
that right.
and Tomois or some shit like
and
that.
Tomei, I don't know.
I wonder if Cedric the Entertainer ever had a joke about his name. The Entertainer.
Dom Irera has a joke about Cedric the Entertainer's name that's amazing. I've heard him do it because he's ranked above him on the Comedy Central made a list like top 50,
top 100 or whatever.
Top 50 funniest people of all time. And,
and
he's like Dom Irera's number 38, but Cedric the Entertainer's number 37. And Dom always jokes around. He's like, "How do you beat an entertainer?" I never even had a chance. Dom's one of the best. He's on like 10 episodes of Kill Tony.
Do you think every president has said the N-word?
Hell yeah. I think every single person in the world probably has.
Do you think everybody has said it?
Jesus, Brian.
I mean,
wow.
3 and up. 3 and up.
3 and up.
Maybe, yeah.
How old were you when you first
I don't,
said it, Jamar? Because you almost can't even tweet without saying the... By the way, without a doubt, and this is true, I tell him this all the time, so I'm happy to finally tell him in front of a fucking audience. Jamar is my favorite person to follow on Twitter. If you ever get a chance, you have to immediately follow him. If you're wondering who I'm laughing at
Yeah.
during the day ever, this is to the podcast
And
listeners.
great Google image search for you also. Some great photos of you
Oh,
naked
yeah.
in the bathtub.
He doesn't.
Fronto pops up.
He doesn't hold back. He always pisses people off.
Oh, yeah.
Your Twitter's fantastic because I sometimes think of a tweet and then I go, don't do that. That's gonna piss somebody off.
Yeah.
You just fucking press
You,
send. and
you
I love
float it out
that.
there. He'll go on
I
these
fu-
rants
I
that are
love
just.
it. I love it. That's what comedy's supposed to be. You're not supposed to
Yeah.
filter.
Yeah, it's
I
mainly
love
about bitches and niggas. That's all I talk about. That's all I know.
That's it. That's
all
all
I
it
know.
takes. It cracks me up 7 times a day. So follow Jamar Neighbors on Twitter. I just pulled another name out of the bucket, and that name is Heather Maruli. There we go.
Oh,
My favorite television show is Dateline. It's been on since '92. If you've caught it, it's a good one. A little mad at Dateline right now. They're running some ads with the tagline, "Don't watch alone." There's a little problem. Dateline airs at 10 p.m. on Friday nights. So if you're watching Dateline, you're watching alone. Okay? So I watch alone every Friday. And every time I'm watching, I get more lonely. These stories of murder and deceit, you know, I think, wow, why has no one ever been obsessed with me before? When am I going to have a stalker? When is someone going to take out an insurance policy on me? I'm worth it. I'm alone. Help. Do you ever Google the name of your high school with the word obituary on the end?
Wow. Heather Maruli, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. We got another one. Heather, you've done this show before.
Yeah, one time.
And you just murdered, right?
It was okay.
Yeah, no, you're a humble one.
Oh,
I like
thanks.
your style. You're so funny.
Thank
that
you.
Dateline joke is like hilarious.
Thank you.
That's so fun.
The
How long-
obituary joke.
That's-
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Well, no,
That's funny as fuck.
the Dateline joke is like, you know, lonely woman, and I was like, okay, that's a really funny joke. But then the next joke completely reiterates and adds to the
Yeah.
persona of
Yeah.
this is who I am. That was
fun,
great.
Fun, dark, loneliness.
And not enough jokes use the word obituary. You very
Yeah.
rarely
Yeah.
hear the word
Yeah.
obituary, which is a great word.
And I
It's
like
true.
that jacket.
Oh, thank you.
Is there more to that obituary joke, or is that just a hard-hitting
well,
one-liner?
that's one I mean, I just wrote that last week, so I usually at the end I'll be like, sometimes I Google the name of my high school for funsies, you know, I say with obituary for funsies, and then just to catch up on what people are doing.
Right.
And that, because I actually did find out somebody I knew died.
Yeah.
I was looking for somebody else, but it was a different person.
See, that's so funny.
So some alive person had a dead person's obituary in their bio?
Well, no, I was Googling like for newspaper obituary. Well, I was looking for someone specific.
I hope this person is dead.
because you were stalking your own. You were becoming the other end of the Dateline
Yeah,
episode. It sounds like
No,
that's what's funny. is
I
that-
don't know.
And by the way, that
You've
could be
never
a
done
great.
that?
Could be a great way to take that Dateline thing.
Yeah.
Is I
Yeah.
realize that I'm never going to be that victim that's obsessed over. So I'm just going to be the obsessor. You know, I want my
No, yeah, exactly. Because that one sometimes it's a little longer. I talk about how I'm
Right.
an obsessor.
That's great. What's the most obsessive thing you've done with a guy that you liked?
Oh boy.
Oh wow, you looked out like he might be in the room right now.
like when I was in high school. Okay, a couple things. I used to drive by crushes' houses, but I think a lot of people do that.
Where
And-
are you? Where's the high school? Where are you?
I grew up in Colorado Springs,
Okay,
Colorado.
Okay.
So I would drive by guys' houses. One time I
Right.
had my sister.
What's so creepy about that? Were you like in a tractor or something? Like
No, I don't know. Like, here's another thing. I had my sister call this guy that I liked to invite him to a play I was doing, and as my assistant. Like, I don't know. That's weird, right?
Oh yeah.
I know.
Well, in 10th grade, you have an assistant. That
well,
that
no,
is
my
kinda weird.
sister. We used to play this game where my sister was my personal assistant.
Right. Younger
it.
sister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What play was it?
It was Picnic by William Inge.
Oh yeah, picnic.
Huh.
Were you a lead?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I know comics that have called the Laugh Factory and the Comedy Store as their own agents, trying to get,
Well, didn't
trying to get stage time.
I think Jamie Foxx used to do that all the time.
I don't.
Right?
I'm not that
It's
familiar
one of
with
those guys
the career of
did
Jamie
it.
Foxx,
I
but
like to call the Comedy Store and act like I'm Tommy Davidson. Why don't give me spots, man?
How many pranks does this place get? Like, this place gets nonstop pranks every day, right?
Who
Like,
gets the good one? There's somebody that.
because comedians have to be pranking this place nonstop, you know. Like,
it's a good question.
Oh, fuck, I can't remember the one.
I mean, I would hate
Aristotle is
to
shit.
prank
Oh,
this
I-
place because every time I perform here, I get $15. So I would hate to lose that amount of income.
I mean,
yeah.
so
Well, that's only if you get
Nigga,
caught.
gas money.
yeah. Heather, what do you do for work?
Well, I write mediation briefs and demands for attorneys.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Do you know Jacques Ntomba?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Oh yeah. I bet he'll sit down and watch Dateline with you. Some Friday
okay.
night.
He'll fucking
I'm
play the
good.
clarinet while she watches.
Hell yeah. I love it. So you do that. How long you been on stand-up?
2 years.
Right. You do a lot of spots?
Yeah, I go up probably 6 days a week.
Oh, that's
Wow.
great.
Yeah.
That's so
Like
fun.
sometimes twice in it. Like I'm probably gonna go up after this later.
What's your
Where?
go-to porn?
go-to porn?
Brian from 3 Point Range.
Gosh, I like a lot of stepdad stuff.
Stepdad stuff.
Wow, there you go. It turned out to be a good question,
That's
Brian.
really a good question.
That's why you
be
asked.
honest.
That's why you asked.
Now what's the you just like the whole storyline of a stepdad? Like,
I don't know. Well,
do you have a stepdad?
no. My parents are still married.
Of course, that's what people are always into on the porn is stuff that they don't have any
Yeah.
connection with. Like
Yeah.
it feels like
Sure.
so. Nothing feels dirtier if you don't have a stepdad than stepdad porn. It's like, oh, I can't even fathom that. Oh, you fatherless piece of shit.
No.
Oh, what a dumb fatherless whore you are.
No, my stepdad's a huge tease, so I get it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Interesting. So you like dad bod and everything?
No.
Oh,
What's that?
I mean, okay.
Wait,
well,
what's-
I mean,
Did you just rust the horn yourself? Did you just say something and then hit the horn for your own thing? Is that what's going on now?
He's mad I don't like
Oh, yeah,
that
there's not.
bod.
You can't hide, Brian. Can't hide behind me. No tickling, Brian. Heather, what do you like to do for fun? What else are you into?
Oh gosh. I go see a lot of movies.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I work a lot. so
Stepdad
it's
movies?
No. No, just all the popular films out there.
What's your favorite, most recent movie?
Oh God. The Hunger Games. No, it wasn't that great.
You like the last one, the one that just came out?
It was all right.
Are you gonna go see Creed?
No.
Are you gonna see it?
No, I feel like the whole movie
Nah,
was shown
man.
in the trailer.
Are you gonna
know?
see it?
No, I'm a hater. That should have been me.
You know what? I was like, I watched the trailer the other day, and I was sort of interested until I heard, like, Sylvester Stallone is so beat to death right now.
Oh, my God.
It's unbelievable. Like, everything was fine. Like, I'm like, oh, this looks like a good movie. And then he's like, you're gonna give it everything you got. He's got, like, nothing left.
Yeah.
So this is like watching Sylvester Stallone die from 30
Yeah.
years of fucking steroids.
You know,
You
he
should go
asked
back to
out.
porn.
He asked
You
out.
gotta put all your heart into it. You gotta just keep on fighting. It's like unbearable.
He's
Yeah.
turning into Mickey from Rocky.
Yeah,
Horror.
yeah, exactly. That's what he's trying to. Thank you, Brian. You are on the money tonight, dude.
Are these your fun comedy earrings, or are these the earrings? that
No,
you
I wear these every day.
You wear these even when
I'm I'm
What-
Puerto Rican.
You're
so
Puerto Rican. Oh,
I
it
have
makes
to wear.
sense.
These
Oh,
are
yeah.
required to wear.
Those come with it.
when you
Oh,
write
thank you.
when you write mediation copyright, you're wearing those, whatever it is you do. You're wearing
Yeah,
those
I wore
earrings.
these to work today.
That's cool. All
Of
right,
course.
cool. Fair enough.
Why
Fair
not?
enough.
You were doing law stuff.
Well, I've been working in law firms for a while now.
Yeah.
You like
Yeah.
the earrings
It pays
or the necklace?
well.
I prefer the earrings over the
Okay.
necklace. You
All
know, I think big hoop earrings are pretty cool.
What's your nationality?
I'm Puerto Rican, Cuban, Italian, and Czech.
Okay,
Yeah.
wow, we hit our
like-
4
she's like
nationalities.
Four bad
you know what
bitches
that
in
means.
one.
You know, I
Oh yeah, you must have like a temper. You must be violent. Isn't
You-
that what
you
I said
asked me
last
this
time?
last
Yeah, I
time.
think I said that
Yeah,
last
a little
time.
bit.
I feel like you just wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to be satisfied. You know what I mean? Like you would just be yelling during it. Like you gotta give it everything. You gotta put more into it. You know what I mean?
No,
Go
that's-
full out new Sylvester Stallone.
That's
Harder,
necessarily
stepdad,
true.
harder.
10-point callback, but with
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Well, Heather, you had a great set. Anything else for Heather, guys? Fucking.
I thought she was great. Keep it
I
up.
know we're meeting great people tonight. Heather
Thank
Maruli,
you.
with another great 60 seconds. She's on Twitter at Fixed Air Heather. Fixed Air Heather. Air.
Puerto
All
Rican,
one word.
Cuban, Italian. That is some. That's a bad mix right there.
Yeah, that's dangerous
That's
as
some
fuck.
dangerous shit.
Yeah.
She'll kill you 4 different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. That's
She'll wrap a
punch-
hoop
that's
earring around
puncher.
your neck and spray cologne in your face.
Is there one race that you guys you're like, I'm not dating that ever again for
Mexican.
sure? Mexican. Oh wow. That was fast.
You said that like you're getting points for your answer. If this was at midnight, you would have just won.
You ever tweet at midnight just bullshit?
No, I don't do it.
They've
I
ruined
turned-
Twitter. They've
I-
ruined Twitter
Yeah.
for the last 3 hours. 3 hours of they've ruined
I
Twitter.
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do? You yell at them on Twitter?
I just tweet what I would normally tweet, but at midnight. So I'd be like, "Pink pussy is so pretty." Right at midnight. That's
Yeah.
You know
like
you're
to read
gonna
it.
win a hashtag war sometime like accidentally.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I hope.
You're gonna tweet at pink pussy is delicious, and then that night it's gonna be like hashtag what color pussy is the most delicious.
It is getting. They are running out of.
Yes,
they're running out of ideas on
They are
that
definitely
show.
running
It's
out of
pretty
ideas.
funny. Oh, you know what? That's crazy. Sometimes he signs up, and sometimes he gets pulled out of the bucket. He's the runaround producer of the show. Everybody, blood, sweat, and tears in the game. It's Josh Martin. Everybody.
Oh, hey guys. I have a speech impediment. It's really hard to understand words that I say. I can barely say words. I sound retarded, but I'm educated. I'm an educated guy. I went to college, got a degree in biology. I was going to go to medical school, and then I changed my mind because I realized that what kind of doctor I would be. I would be like the doctor you see, and then you walk out, and then you immediately see a different doctor, like a second doctor. You know? You get a second opinion because you don't trust anything I'm saying. Like, I would be the doctor you would see if with, like, Obamacare. Like, I'm your Obamacare kind of doctor. You know? You get the fuck out of my office. Because you have cancer. I just told you you have diarrhea, and no, you have cancer. You got that shit checked. Yeah, that's all I want to do. Yeah.
Josh Martin, everybody. There he is. Firing it off.
That was awesome, Josh.
Yeah, a
That's
great
right.
new minute. Josh has been ripping it up upstairs and downstairs. He's on a hot streak right now.
I didn't know he had a speech. This whole time I thought he was retarded. I didn't know.
Almost the same. Almost exactly the same.
That is really, really funny, and I love that you own it. I love that you communicate it to the audience. And once you do that, then you don't have to fucking bring it up again. I think it's awesome. I thought it was
Yeah,
hilarious.
it's great.
I'm trying to. I felt like I needed to get a good, like, voice joke just to get it the fuck out. And
These guys
that's my
may
most recent one.
they may disagree with me, but I like that personally. If it's like, just get it, say it, make it funny, and then get the fuck out of it, and then do whatever you want. That's
no,
my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
the same
okay,
way.
okay.
I have to talk about how everybody thinks I'm gay, right from the top.
He's not gay.
Or else people
Yeah.
just think I'm gay. It used to be, if I didn't have that joke, it used to be when I would do sets on the road, people would come, or even here, people would come up to me after my, like, dumb audience members. And they go, I just have one question for you. I'm just like, no, I'm not gay. just happen all the time.
It was
So
weird.
you have to acknowledge it.
It was weird because when you said the doctor thing, I didn't think you were going to go that way. I thought you were going to say that you're like, when you're waiting for the doctor, and that one doctor just comes and goes, "Hey, how's it going? Nice to see you. All right, I'll be right back." And then you never see that guy again. Like I thought you were going to like totally take the joke somewhere else, but. Man, that was great, man. I love seeing you, Josh. I've been hearing lately that you've been killing it downstairs. So.
It's on a murdering
People
streak.
lie a lot. You shouldn't trust people at all.
Oh, look at that. A little self-deprecating.
Just a
the
little
first
humble.
time we've ever seen humble Josh Martin.
Humble
look at that,
Josh.
Look at that little glimmer.
I get it.
Usually I just tell people they can suck my dick.
Yeah, and that never works out.
I
It
figure
never
I'd
works
try
out.
something else because, yeah.
It's
never
funny.
worked out.
He did things a little bit backwards. He was a cocky little dick before he was good, and then he got good, and he was becoming humble at the same time.
You said
Perfect.
you were educated. What's the level of education that you're packing these days?
I have a bachelor's degree in biology.
Wow. From where?
University of Louisiana at Lafayette.
Okay.
Lafayette.
Yeah.
Lafayette.
So
Used to be the Raging Cajuns.
It's still the Raging
still is the
Cajuns.
Raging
Yes, it's
Cajuns?
still the Raging Cajuns.
I love that I know that. That's really. I mean, I would almost.
It's one of the best research colleges.
I would almost, as an audience member, I would love to know that you have a degree in biology. You said you're educated. That means something different to everybody. The fact you're like, that's really fucking hard. Even though
not
to
that
me,
difficult.
it's not that hard for
At
you.
the University of
Physics is
Louisiana,
hard. I hate
Lafayette,
physics.
I'd imagine that it's like a 1-week course. So.
You know what I like about Josh is that he does talk like that, but when you're talking to him, he does not spit on you at all.
Right.
Oh, that's a lie.
That's a lie.
Hey, that's
and
a lie.
Also, especially on stage, I can see myself spitting. And I'm always terrified of someone sitting right the fuck there.
Oh, my
I'm like,
bad.
oh, fuck.
Now, he's actually
special.
That's why I sometimes talk like down, because I'm scared I'm going to spit on someone.
Yeah.
They're gonna have the Gallagher plastic and shit.
Right. Everybody cover up.
Rabbits are crazy.
Joke about that. That's funny too, man. That you're worried about spitting on the audience. That's
Yeah.
kind of funny.
It is funny.
I think I used to have something like that. I don't. It was like one of my first year jokes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
oh yeah, the joke was I spit a lot of game with women.
Oh, I think I know where this one's going.
I spit a lot of game. It's just a game where I try to talk to someone without spitting on
I
them.
like that.
I
That's
like
funny.
that. You should go back into that and like change it around, mix it up, because that's a funny idea when you talk about having a speech impediment, because that's the first thing you think of that
That's the problem. Like the last year and a half, I got tired of talking about my voice, because when I first
Sure.
started, that's all I talked
Right,
about.
but now you're actually
and I'm
writing.
trying to write other jokes, so I kind of past year say fuck these voice jokes.
Yeah.
And now you're writing good voice.
I'm trying to.
You don't want to only do voice jokes, obviously.
Yeah. No.
And there's nothing worse than the comic that has some kind of I don't know what do we call this?
Retardation.
Like the-
But
yeah.
and he only
you know,
talk about his arm.
they're
Yeah.
on stage
Like the
and
girl with the half an arm, she's always like, oh, my arm, my
Yeah.
arm, my arm, my arm.
or even
Bitch,
worse.
I bite your arm. Shut up.
or Asian.
Or even worse, it's like way worse on stage, and then they get off stage. It really isn't that bad, and you're like, you're just doing this for fucking comedy sympathy.
Right.
I don't like that.
Like the girl with half an arm. I met her.
Oh,
I met her
okay.
off stage. She shook my hand. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway,
It had one fingernail coming out of it. That's nasty.
Josh, what else is going on in life? How's it going?
Okay.
How long have you been here at the Comedy Store?
Coming up to 4 years.
Really?
Wow,
4 years.
4 years.
I think
So
it's
4 years ago, you were what? Managing a McDonald's in the suburbs,
Yeah. In
and
Long
that was
Beach.
it.
But when I met you 4 years ago, you didn't have a speech impediment. Did the Comedy Store give this to you?
The Comedy Store works in mysterious ways.
Yes, it does.
These ghosts. These ghosts come.
Josh, what are you doing Friday?
Whoa. There's no show Friday, so.
I know.
This is turned into like
Because me and Tony will be in Columbus and Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if you fly yourself,
You
to
can
those
set it up
cities.
for me.
Yeah, if you could get our anyway. Josh, anything else? Anything you want to
no,
promote or
I'd
anything?
I'd rather get some more comics up, so I'm done.
Oh wow, look at you,
what
the
a
hero,
humble man.
a hero for the people. Josh Martin comic. He's at Josh Martin
Oh,
comic.
sweetheart.
Did you guys? Do you guys remember anything that you did when you very first started stand-up comedy that you can't believe you did that you sort of regret? something dumb.
Well, you were saying about Josh how he was cocky when he wasn't good.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of how I was. I mean, I feel like I was way cockier when I didn't know how to do comedy. And I'm not suggesting I fucking master comedy any rate, but now it's like once you see how good other people are, it really humbles you. But at the beginning, you don't have any fucking clue.
Right.
I used to try and not be ghetto.
Ah.
And that shit would fuck me up.
Oh, that's interesting.
So you would talk like you do like white guy voice, or like what does that mean?
What's up, ha ha, cup?
Wait, what was that?
What's up, ha ha?
Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Jamar Neighbors.
Is that what you used to do?
Yeah. Like,
Really?
hey guys, I want to talk, but I would still talk about ghetto shit. I'm like, yeah, man, your mother would be like smoking crack in the living room, and she's crying, and you're crying, you know.
Did you guys ever try to change your persona? Like, I know when, like, I forget what that one comedian, not Metamed, but the Aziz Ansari, he was like, I was like, I need to do like a more hipper version of my set. Sure. And I tried it one time. It actually worked, but it made me feel so shitty afterwards that I never did it again.
Did you feel like Aziz Ansari afterwards?
I did.
That's what it
I was like,
sounds
wow, that's really easy. Just talk about my cell phone.
Pulling another name out of the bucket.
Aziz is a good friend of mine.
I'm just kidding.
No.
We know this girl, Sarah Kenny, everybody. Come
Yeah!
on. Sarah Kenny.
Finally!
You know, a lot of women, they don't like to be called ma'am. They're a little bit age obsessed. It makes them feel old. That's why there's a new, more politically correct term for these women. You refer to them as cunt. Because it's ageless, so it doesn't offend anyone. That's the great thing about that. So tipping is sort of a messed up way to pay people, right? It's sort of like, how much do I owe you? Well, how much do you think you owe me? I was going to give you, like, what's on the bill here. Oh, you're just going to give me exactly what I asked for? No, that's fine. That's fine. Bitch. And it's not always clear who you tip, right? Like my Coke dealer. I'm just going to give him what he asked for. I'm not kicking in an extra 20 just because he's my dad. That would be ridiculous. You guys, I used to be paraplegic with Down syndrome. And then I got off gluten. And you know what? Things really turned around for me after that. Thank you.
Fuck yeah. Sarah Kenny. What was that quadriplegic joke?
Gluten-free. I don't know why I did that.
We had cocaine, gluten-free, and the word cunt in that set. I appreciate all that.
All the buzzwords.
All the buzzwords.
So, wait, what was the last joke? Everything else was great. One more time for Sarah Kenny. Everybody, come on. I'm just trying to figure out what you were saying with the gluten-free thing.
So I was like paraplegic with Down syndrome, and then I got off gluten, as
Right.
though that would have such a dramatic effect on.
Right.
Gotcha.
That's not like how Tony talks about being a vegan. Kind
No,
of
it's
same
not. It's not. It's not.
thing.
It's not.
Now, you usually are in the back hacking everyone because you're a hacker. And you always steal everybody's personal
Yeah, you're
information.
here every week, and you have an open laptop in the back of the room.
Using DOS, which is awkward as fuck. That's like one of the hottest things, though, to see a girl that knows how to hack.
Wait, so
Well,
not
first
not
of all,
comedy
it's not
hacking,
DOS,
not
it's Linux, but I don't even have the Wi-Fi pass.
No, it's not. You're not. I'm sorry. When you said that, I thought you meant like comedy hacking. No, you're
No.
saying like computer hacking.
She's a hacker.
No.
I was like, damn.
Okay, I was like, you can't just call. I was like,
Trust me.
She's hacked.
yeah. Well, that's what I was worried. I was like, that's not good if that's the case, but that's not the case.
No, there's many of other hackers in this room. But that's a different kind. Sarah, so how long have you been doing stand-up now?
We're coming up on 3 years.
Wow.
And what do you do for work?
So I'm, well, not a hacker, but I'm a programmer. So I'm
Wait a
programming.
second.
Oh shit.
That's getting really suspicious.
No, I already sniffed her packet, and
What the fuck is that? What are you supposed to? What is that supposed to
sniff
be?
her packets.
Is that like a digital thing that you're talking
look,
about?
It is a technical term.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ask
That's
Jared.
how
He's in the front row
information
right
is
there. Ask him.
transferred over.
who?
Jared.
Who do you program for?
USC.
USC. So
Yeah.
what do you program for them?
Well, I'm working on an artificial intelligence project.
What the fuck? I mean, I want to hear.
Exactly.
Look, I want to hear about this. I mean, comedically, you don't have to maybe give the specifics of the project you're working on, but this is really fascinating, and I really enjoyed your comedy, but I almost felt like more like you were telling jokes as opposed to really getting personal. And it sounds like to me like your actual real life is pretty fucking fascinating and unique to everybody else in this room. You write programming.
There you go.
Yeah.
That means we've reached the compliment max.
Oh shit! Is that what that means?
Now I gotta start breaking me down.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
No,
there's that sound.
I have like a handful of programming jokes or like nerd tech jokes, and there's a couple that are okay.
I mean, your dad's not your coke dealer. That's just a joke.
I wish.
No, it's just a joke. Yeah.
So you have jokes. It sounds like you have jokes about everything.
Yeah, I don't really have a specific niche, I would say, which is, I don't know, good or bad, depending on how you look at it.
Do you have any jokes about being flat-chested?
What the fuck?
Are you just feeding me that?
But you all laugh. You can owe me as hard as you want.
Okay, I totally did my flat-chested joke on this show.
Oh, really?
And your response was like, I've heard a million flat-chested jokes, but that one is solid.
Oh.
Remember, she has
I
the
forgot.
big.
You can never tell which ones did good and which ones fell flat. You know what I mean? It's nothing. You keep it down just in case. That's what happens if I even try. You have a special safety on that.
What you push?
Who has a safety on their sound effect board? Did you see that, Jamie? What the fuck was that?
It's because I turned it down,
No,
so if I
know,
get a
I'm
text
kidding.
message, it
I'm
doesn't
kidding. I'm
make a
kidding.
text.
It's so funny though.
So
I've never tried to touch it before.
So
Yeah, it's a
I've got a
molesting joke, everybody.
We gotta let Jamar talk. I cut him off 8 times.
Jamar, hit it.
So with that bomb ass job that you got,
Yeah.
would you ever quit that and do stand up full time?
I don't know that I could make as much money doing stand-up.
You can't. I'll tell you right now, you cannot.
So I don't know. I'm a little bit spoiled, which is maybe bad, but
Are you doing a lot of spots?
I don't know. I'm kind of plateaued. I do like several times a week. I get up. I do mics. I get booked on shows probably like twice a month. I do flappers a lot. But
You do flappers?
I do flappers.
Surprising to me based on the size of your breasts. Yeah. In this PC world we live in, I've created an environment for me to get to do jokes like that.
This is
fuck
why
the
I was
world.
complimenting you so much earlier.
Right, just getting me
I
on
knew it
here.
was coming.
I knew I should have worn my
I can
padded
make
bra
these jokes with
tonight.
Sarah. She's one of these warriors that's always here and just relentless.
I love your breasts. I think they're fine. Just because I know how big your areolas are underneath there.
Is that true? Do you know from sniffing her packet or whatever?
They're ginormous.
What is
Huge
what is
round.
comedy fulfilling for you? Is it just like a fun little hobby? Do you
No, I mean, I love it. Like,
Yeah.
I truly want to commit to it. I'm just, like, not quite sure what the next step is for
Sure.
me, which is kind of confusing. So, yeah.
How much time do you think you have?
Uh,
Like all together?
in life?
No.
How many heartbeats?
That's such a
What's your
computer
heartbeat?
programming answer. Like my
I
motherboard
will
has
live
a
45 more years.
How long of a set can you do comfortably?
I think I could do 40 minutes comfortably.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. Maybe you should just make an album then. Maybe you should do a show and record the set.
and just program
Start
it
there.
into every freshman USC.
Yeah.
Just put it in their
Exactly.
fucking computer.
You could just take over the internet. Dane Cook your way to the top. You know what I mean?
Actually, if you're in an airport that you're all using the same Wi-Fi, and if you search your folder, you can also see a lot of shared folders on people's computers
Dump
that
it
are
in.
open. So a lot of times I would put just like dick pics and like shit on the people's computers when I'm bored. But putting your albums is actually a good idea because when it searches your computer for music, it will find it.
Would you put your dick pics in other
No,
people's
no.
folder?
Google like
Other
blue
dicks.
waffles and shit, and I just put like like fart porn and like everything.
What are blue waffles?
Go Google blue waffle.
I don't think.
How do I not know about this? I'm the
Blue
last.
waffle?
I'm the
Google
last.
blue What is it?
waffle.
I'm the last of the blue waffle party over
Come
here.
on. You want me to show you right now what a blue waffle
I
is?
thought the blue waffles were the mascot for University of Louisiana Lafayette. They're not. Blue waffle. I type in blue waffle.
No.
Oh shit! I'll share it with you.
It's a
Jamar.
blue waffle. That's what came up.
It's a diseased vagina.
It's a disease.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
blue waffle disease.
No.
Oh, there we
Alright.
go. It's a diseased vagina.
Guys. Okay.
Wow.
That's what happens when I question words that Red Band says. All right.
You could actually, if you want to learn more, go to lemonparty.org.
How do so many people know about these gross things that I don't even know about?
We find out all about it on Meat Spin, right, guys?
I also love. There's a picture of actually a blue waffle. Just like somebody made a blue waffle.
I know.
Anyway, sorry we got into that.
If Red Band says something you don't understand, don't Google it.
Yeah.
That's my rule.
That's true.
Right.
Sarah, what's the craziest thing that you've done in the past year?
Besides squirt.
Craziest?
Brian, stop it. Settle down. Jesus. Air horn yourself.
Don't tell me you use C++ instead of Linux.
Yeah. I know.
I don't know if I don't really do that much that's crazy. I don't know. Some people think I'm crazy for riding my bike in LA traffic. On
Do
a
you do
regular
drugs?
basis.
Titty. You can see her titty.
Do you do drugs?
I do drugs.
You do some drugs.
all
Okay.
area.
I'm open to all drugs of any kind.
Okay. Well,
Wow.
that's
So I guess that's crazy.
that's crazier than riding your bike in LA, I think, personally.
What happens on the bike? Is it dangerous? Do you get yelled at? Do you yell at people? You wear a helmet?
I've gotten yelled at on occasion. No, some people just seem to think that it's too dangerous to ride a bike in LA in general. It
really is.
I have gotten a get off the road yelled at me out of a window once or twice.
Nice.
You know,
Yeah.
You know, I am allowed to use this road.
And that was just because you were a woman. That wasn't even
Yeah,
because you were on a
right.
bicycle.
Right.
Take your bike to the kitchen.
That makes so much sense.
Oh my goodness. Well, Sarah, you've been on the show more than probably anybody. So fun to watch you grow over the last couple of years, and you've,
Next Ice House show, it's like in 2 weeks. I'd love to have you on
Boom.
because you're awesome.
boom,
That would be great. Thank you.
booked a gig out of it. Sarah Kenny, everybody, there
Thanks.
she goes. She's on Twitter at SKennyComedy, all one word. Woo, we're almost there, guys.
She's so
Fuck
good.
yeah. We have to let the lead guitarist for the Stroke. It's different than the Strokes. It's just more based on the medical infliction, an actual stroke. Put your hands together for your next comedian. It's Todd Malta, everybody. Todd Malta.
Yeah. My name's Todd. You said it. I'm not a big fan of it. I actually changed it when I was younger. I had to change it back. I'm now officially retarded. I recently finished reading the Quran, and turns out there's nothing in that book about being mean or hurting people. Did I say Quran? Kama Sutra. Fucking son of a gun. I always wanted to get a job as a motivational speaker, but yeah. I like that one. You can know this about me. I'm a bit of a freak. Sometimes I blow my nose with my left hand. Feels like somebody else is doing it. My favorite part of a woman's body are those two little curves between her neck and belly. Went to a meeting of ninjas. Nobody showed up.
Fuck yeah. Todd Malta. Nice to meet you, man. This is your first time on the show, huh?
It is, yes.
I like your style. So that's what you do? Short little one-liners?
I'm trying to get out of that. Actually,
Yeah.
I mean, this is my
How long you
first
been
time.
on stand-up?
This is probably my 12th time on stage.
Wow, look
Good.
at that, Todd Malta.
Good job.
Yeah, that's
First,
so
first
fun.
time in 3 years, though.
Oh, what made you start back up again?
It's time. My son turned 3.
Your son's 3?
You know what they say, when your son turns 3, start doing stand-up comedy.
Right, exactly.
That's in every parenting book.
That shirt is so yellow.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't-
yellow as
That's
fuck.
a yellow
I'm
as
not
fuck.
really cool, you know,
Yeah, oh.
at all.
Where are you from? A cruise ship?
It's so funny to see when the roaster comes out in you. Like, it's just like because you've only seen me do it all the time, so it's funny. What are you from, a cruise ship? it's like this. It's like, yeah. It's like
Where are you from, actually?
I'm actually from Ohio.
Oh, really?
Whoa,
What
dropping
part?
names.
Worcester, you know it?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't watched the game yet. I TiVo'd it, so don't tell me
they
how
won.
much they won by.
Yeah, they won.
So,
No.
so when you say your son turned 3
Yeah.
and now it's time for you to start stand up, is he at home is he old enough to be at home by himself now?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
'Cause that's
He's actually probably the funniest person I've ever met. So he kind of inspires me that way.
Every
Like, I'm
parent,
serious. I'm
every
serious.
parent thinks their child is the greatest.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do you
That's
mean?
not true.
Because he could do stand-up comedy?
He could. He's a natural entertainer, not like
Okay.
Cedric or nothing.
Not like.
Here he is. He's actually Skyping in right now. This is there it is. Wow. Okay. Jesus Christ.
I don't know why I liked retarded so much, but I really fucking did. That was really funny. That made me laugh. What was the last joke with the ninjas? What'd you say? You showed, but nobody showed up.
Yeah, nobody showed.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
not
It's a
great.
bunch of
Ninjas
ninjas. You
wouldn't-
didn't even know they were there.
Yeah. Okay.
what's the neck and belly?
Oh, my favorite part of a woman's body are the
the
two
boobs.
curves between their neck and belly.
Her titties. Her
It's
titties.
kind of
son.
like a sizzle.
yeah.
I kind of think about
all
it.
these jokes seem like bumper stickers, though. You know, like that one. The one where the one that you did right before the neck and belly. There was something that you did that was like, oh no, he's going to do one of those jokes. And even though you changed it, it didn't change the fact that we all knew what
Yeah.
the joke
And,
was.
and
What
these
is
are
that
your
one?
jokes.
not
You
sure.
wrote these jokes.
Yes.
Okay.
I love that.
I
You
thought
know,
his son wrote them.
He punched him up.
It's the funniest. It's the funniest person he's ever seen. So.
right. What's the funniest thing you've ever seen your 3-year-old do?
Oh, fuck. He's just like he's hilarious. Like right
Does
now,
he ever just piss all over you? Because he
Not anymore.
Or because you're into
It
that?
looks like it. Though.
Thank you.
It's a yellow shirt, everybody. It's a yellow shirt reference because it's covered in piss. Everyone.
Yes.
This room got really quiet. We got disengaged
I know.
at
What's
some
that all
point.
about?
I love it, Todd. I think you just have that kind of energy.
I actually thought he was gonna suck when he got on. When he grabbed the mic, I was like, "There's no way this guy can be funny." I don't know why I thought that, but you are funny, and you made me laugh. And maybe I don't know what it was. I just thought you would just seem like a little bit of a goofy dude. But look, I'm saying this is a good thing. It was funny.
Yeah.
Retarded is stupid, but it's fucking funny. And the bottom line is those single line jokes. You don't want to laugh. You didn't want to laugh at one of them, and you fucking laughed out loud.
You got me.
You didn't. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's how I felt too. I didn't want to laugh at the bumper sticker joke, but if it is funny,
Yeah, but was it funny because you can't believe he did it? Because that's what I
Not
felt
for
like. I was
me.
like, oh my god,
Not
really?
for me, it wasn't.
I
Not
mean,
for me,
I
it
would-
wasn't.
I laugh if it's a sound joke.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something, Todd. I can't help but to notice that tattoo on the left inside of your arm. It looks white power as fuck. What does that
Now we
mean?
get into some
What
shit.
does that 3 German lightning bolt over, I have to ask.
Over Puerto Rico.
Either it's some kind of Adidas sponsorship or what is that?
I got it when a friend of mine died.
Don't you feel like a fucking asshole?
I think there's more to this story. If the friend is a German soldier that was killing people in a...
No, he was a good American Nazi. You know? No.
So wait, so what's that logo?
It was when my dog died. I actually.
Wait,
Your dog is a
really?
Yeah.
Your
You
dog
gave-
or your
My
dog?
dog.
Oh.
I was in
Like
my
your
early
nigga?
20s. What?
Like your nigga?
Yeah, like my.
No, he's saying not like it.
No, like a
An
You know, a
actual dog.
Yes.
So what's that slogan on your arm?
I don't remember getting it.
Wait.
Oh.
I can't.
The dog or the tattoo?
The tattoo.
You don't remember getting the tattoo?
No.
Wow. You were drinking?
Yes.
What else?
San Diego. I'm feeling San Diego.
No, actually, probably not more than 300 yards from here.
Wow.
I found when I got my credit card receipt. That's when I learned.
Oh, shit.
A lady I worked with gave me a pill. Like, I don't even know what it was.
He
Like, I
wasn't
think
even
it
that
was like
tattoo parlor. He got it
it
at
was like
Sky
a-
Bar.
Yeah.
It was
Just
like
a guy with an ink suitcase.
I fucked the dog till it died.
He had a suitcase.
Then I got a tattoo.
Todd, Tell
Yes,
us
sir.
more about this tattoo. You don't remember anything about it.
Nothing.
What did the
Nope.
receipts tell you? What else did you do that night? I love Blackouts. It's an
Yeah.
amazing story. So it's like a Quentin Tarantino movie. You know the end first, and then you find out everything else that happened.
I think that's called Memento, Tony.
They're remaking that movie, by the way.
Are they?
Yeah. What a dumb idea.
That is dumb.
Todd,
Yes, sir.
more about the tattoo.
Okay.
That question I asked you. What else do you remember?
Next to nothing. I
Do you
mean-
know what that means?
Well, I know I like Evil Knievel. So there's a little bit of that there.
It was like you like Christmas trees.
I had the idea of maybe doing red stars all the way down my arm at one point.
That is a terrible tattoo.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I had to get my receipt and go back and have them clean it up because that's how
Oh,
bad it
shit.
was.
Wow, you mean it was worse?
Yeah.
No,
Oh
mine's
my
worse. My tattoo's worse than that, and I barely remember it either.
You have a tattoo?
Yeah, I don't.
So who gets tattoos when they're blackout? That seems like the one thing you.
This was an 18-year-old employee of mine at a movie theater that just learned how to do it on melons and watermelons, so she gave me a free tattoo.
So
Whoa,
what's,
you got a melon above your ass?
Yeah.
what's the tattoo have to do with your dog? Did you get his name covered up?
No, there's a dog
You don't
paw.
fuck with him no more?
There's like a dog paw drawn by.
Oh, there is a dog
Oh,
paw.
I thought
Wait, let
those
me
were.
see. What? Oh, okay. I
Yeah, you
see
should
it.
see everybody. Everybody, don't look too close.
Yeah.
Your eyes will turn to stone.
Yeah. Todd, what's something exciting about you? What's different between having a 3-year-old and the kind of life you were living before?
A lot.
Like what?
Like I have, no hobbies. I don't do anything. I don't go out.
What did you
Like,
do before?
I probably drank too much.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say.
It's Ohio.
What else happened other than the tattoo? Any other blackouts? Was that a normal thing for a while?
I once came to completely nude on a roof, which I thought was my friend's house.
Okay.
And I climbed down on a van, went to the front door, and an entire family greeted me. The
Whoa.
dad grabbed me and he threw me up against the wall and he's like, "What are you fucking doing? What
Wow.
are you fucking doing?" I had to throw his arms off me, take off down the street, figure out where I was staying, find my clothes.
You were naked.
Yes.
Were you 300 yards from here?
No. Considerably further.
How do you end up on somebody's roof?
Yeah. Why'd you go on the roof?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I might have been working on a Fiddler on the Roof joke or
Oh,
something.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. No.
Oh my God, we just reached an all-time
My-
low.
my friend in-
so, took
my friend in
130
college-
episodes.
My friend in college, he was 19. He was wasted, walking home, and he was stumbling like crazy. And these cops were following him. And they would give you an MIP or some shit, University of Illinois. So he walks into a house. It's like 3 a.m. He's in the house, not his house. Okay, cops knock on the door. He gets naked, answers the door. The cops are like, "You're drunk. Is this your house?" And he says, "Officers, would I be naked in someone else's house?" And they let him go. There you go. That's the thing.
Wow.
That's what you were doing. Officers, would I be naked on top of someone else's roof?
Now I get it. You're running around naked, and they're like, "Here, sir, take this piss yellow shirt that we'll never wear." All right, guys. I guess you guys like that shirt, huh? All right. Fuck this
Don't
audience.
be scared of yellow, guys.
Fuck yeah.
You were funny. You made me
There you
laugh.
Yeah, good
Thank
stuff.
you.
That
Thank you.
one-liner path's really hard, and you have to chip away and really take all the time that you possibly can while still making sure your 3-year-old doesn't die.
Just bring him here and have him do some time.
Yeah, have this funniest 3-year-old out here. He has a better chance at making it than you do, Todd. To be honest.
Thank you,
with
Tony.
I'm serious. 3-year-olds have star power. You fucking.
I would try.
haters.
Honestly, I would just take your jokes, find the joke out of it, get the meat out of it, make more story-based stuff. Because right now it just sounds very, just kind of like Laffy Taffy is what I call that style. Like it just seems like joke, and it's all kind of familiar. Make it more about your life, and just get the meat and throw it in there.
I took stories out of it because it's
Sounds like you're making like a recipe for food or something.
I mean, there's definitely
you take some of the Laffy Taffy, you chop it up and mix it up with some meat, and there you go. Put it at 375 for 7 years. Todd, fuck yeah,
It's funny.
fun stuff.
Good.
Todd Malta,
We're
everybody.
good.
There
Thank
you
you
go.
very much.
Very funny.
I love it. Definitely the winner of most likely to be a school shooter. Todd Malta, no doubt about that. Let's get another name out of this bucket. You guys having fun or what? How you feel, live audience? We're right here. We're coming down the straightaway now. Who knows what can happen at this
Nobody's
point.
really sucked yet. You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. This could be the one, though. Put your hands together. I don't know. It looks like a new name. Put your hands together for Jeffrey Wari.
Oh, 1 fucking minute, huh? All right, we'll talk about the guy who said he got a big dick and scared of women, or women scared of him. You know what the fuck he doing? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know I want to say this right, but he don't know what the fuck he doing. You just don't. He got a big dick, and women scared to fuck him. You think he got a jackhammer or a sledgehammer? You don't fuck pussy like that. You take it in. You come back out. You play with it. You got a dick, you play with it. Bring it back out. Am I right? Am I right? Now you don't want no big dick just coming in and you like, pow! I'm in. No, you want to look at it and say, take it easy. I'm like, all right. I'm coming in slow. And then you gonna work it. You don't go in, pow, 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 pow. Am I right? Big motherfuckers know what I'm talking about, right? Right?
Jeffrey Wari, everybody, come on.
Know what I'm talking about, right? Nigga, work the dick. Don't try to beat up
There,
the
there it is. There it is. There's that bear. It comes out sometimes.
I didn't hear the kid.
Oh, shit. Jeffrey, relax.
I love how he was mad at you, Tony, the whole time.
I know. First time in this show's history where I've had a stare down with somebody during their set. I was wondering who was going to break first, and
God,
it wasn't me.
I didn't know where that was going to go. I thought I was like, oh shit, here we go. But then it turned, wow, man.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I mean, and it seems like you're just going off on a run on what some other comedian was talking about. A lot of comedians do material that they prepare.
This was great.
Hey, look, I have a book here. I've been writing all.
Yep.
Oh, fuck! Now I believe you. Everybody knows that the old passport of comedy is a jumbo-ruled, three-prong mini index.
It was particularly funny when
I'm pretty sure I still see the tag on it from CBS. Wait, I guess you keep the tag.
when he grabbed the microphone and used it as a dick, it was fun how he put it so close to this obvious mother-son combo right here. I appreciated that very much.
Yeah, it was very aggressive. You were really slamming that mic stand up and down.
I want us both to go take a blood test to see if we related in any way.
It's true. A lot of stage presence on this one. Maybe it's the old hand-me-down.
A lot of stage presence.
You know, it'd have been tight if you would have like bust in the door like the cops and shit, like bust in the pussy like the cops and shit, like bow, bitch, get on the ground, and start fucking the bitch. Well, you know me though. I mean, hey, but that shit funny though, bro.
Yeah.
I never heard from the Bliss Cafe, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Wow. How long you been doing stand-up?
6-7 years.
Off and on, sorta, huh?
Well, no, I kind of went through a depressed stage. My mom died a couple of years ago, and I just kind of fucking went downhill for that point. Yeah, now I'm back.
I love that. You're back. You got a lot of energy.
Funny dude.
Hell yeah. I love that.
It's actually my first night doing this after 2.5 years now.
First night back after 2.5 years. 2.5 years, a lot's changed. Todd Malta's son grew up.
I think it's funny that he hasn't done comedy 2.5 years, and he came up here and immediately just improvised the joke.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty fucking great.
All that pent-up energy. You're like,
Yeah.
you know that thing somebody else was talking about? I'm going to do a better version of it. Really well done. It's exactly what you did. I mean, a lot of energy. Now, I'm still a little confused. Were you saying that you're on the big dick end of it or the little dick end of it? I don't even know what you were saying. I just knew it was great.
Big dick end of it, of course.
Right. So you're saying you have to warm them up. You have to let them see it.
You just don't go smashing in the pussy.
Right.
Just smash. You know, you got to take your time with it. play with
It's
it. Let
it's
them know you're
How
it's
much
the
time do you
color
take?
speech. It's
They
the speech.
ain't scared when they see it.
Because I feel like
So you
you're a
gotta
real
make it
lovemaker, Jeffrey. I feel like you get a lady back to your place. You have
yeah.
candles lit up,
Yeah,
music.
all that.
What do you play music on?
Very white.
Barry White. What do you
White.
play it on? You play it on your iPhone?
He's not jazz, is he?
I play
Set the tone,
I'm just kidding. I know
Jeffrey.
Barry
Let me
White. I
ask
know
you something.
Barry
Set
White.
the tone for us. Well,
His
how
fantasy
do you,
Will bite you.
you pick Barry White's one pop hit? This is, oh, okay.
All right, now
Jeffrey.
bust in the pussy now.
That's the way they busting in on the pussy. That's too much. That's too much. That's busting in on the pussy right there. Right there. There's got to be something really slow.
Yeah, it's got to be like a
Gotta be
slow
a little
Barry
more.
White.
Gotta be a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know you're the one.
So what do you do? You light some candles,
You know what? Light candles.
put a little
smoke some weed.
Barry White on the cassette player.
Smoke some weed first. Set the atmosphere. Lights are low. Nice plain music. Have a nice drink. Bring you closer to me. How you doing?
Here comes that mother-son
I got a
combo
question,
again.
I got a friend I'd like you to meet.
Uh-oh.
His name is Big Willie. So you bring him in slowly.
I got a
Nice.
question.
Yes.
Why are you still wearing the clothes that they gave you when you leave jail? That shit got a Lucy cigarette in that motherfucker somewhere.
Motherfucker, I told you I've been depressed. It's the first thing I found, okay?
Do you
Mom died 3 years ago, man.
Oh,
Come
I'm
on.
sorry.
do you always call your dick Big Willie? Is that a
Nah,
thing?
that was I just threw that in
You
there.
just
I don't
improvise
got
that.
nothing. My
You don't
dick
have a name for your dick.
I'm not- white
it's
boys
like
got
a-
a name for their dick. Black guys.
Which the name for your dick, Mike?
We don't
Do-
have
do-
names for our dicks.
do you-
We don't have names for our dicks. We keep it just
What's
that.
you guys' names for your
Yeah, I know
dicks?
y'all got names. You know you do. You know you do. You
Mine's
know
Jason.
I used to have a.
Is that because you make it wear a mask?
Yeah. Do you think you have a bigger dick than the other guy? Should we have a dick off, guys?
Wow. Brian has been pitching this to me for weeks
Trying
now.
to get him on board.
Hey, if you're trying to beat WW Raw or whatever, this would be a great way to do it. Have a
Hell
little
yeah,
dick off.
dick off.
I don't even know what it's called. WW Raw is not what it's
Especially,
called.
It's on a website.
well, this is a lot like WWE because this is actually Virgil. Do you remember Virgil from? It's for
don't.
the 7 people in the room that know who Virgil is, but all right. Do you know who Virgil is, Jeffrey?
No, I don't.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I do.
How many?
3 boys.
How many that you don't know about?
No, only 3.
Only 3 that you don't know about?
Because I'm black, I got to the goddamn place.
So
I'm
six.
gonna get 3 kids I take care of. I do.
So 6 kids total.
No, 3.
That's so great that you would be there for those 6 kids, Jeffrey.
I know. Every now and then one of my
I feel like some of them maybe are grown up. Like how old's the oldest?
The oldest is 32.
Hell yeah!
Wow.
Wow. That's definitely grown up.
That's definitely.
How old
grown
are you,
up.
Jeffrey?
I'll be 53 next week.
Wow.
Oh, look at that! More energy than any of these kids.
You know, absolutely. I hope at 53 I'm still coming by the Kill Tony Monday Night Podcast.
Hell yeah, Jeffrey!
kidding.
What do you do for fun?
Right now, not a hell of a lot.
Yeah, what's like your favorite hobby? What do you do to get away?
Smoke weed.
Smoke weed.
Yeah.
Smoke weed.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do when you smoke weed?
Fuck.
Fuck.
Wow.
But you don't pound her real hard. You kind of got to go nice.
You just ease into it. There it is.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, Jeffrey, you got a piece of rice on your top lip.
It's true.
Because it wasn't.
Yeah,
really
no,
real
it's
salt.
true. I noticed it too, but I wasn't going to say anything.
It's not rice.
Dried
Um,
pussy juice.
Oh, pussy juice? Oh, you
Is
made
there-
a pussy before you walked up here?
Nah.
Mine
Been a while.
Jeffrey, let me ask you something. What's your trick to going down on a lady? You have any tips of that trade? It seems like you know how to do the dick thing, but I want to know if you know how to please a woman orally. Do you do that?
Oh yeah.
What's some tricks with that?
Just make sure you hit the right spot.
Make sure you hit the right.
Where's the spot at?
Make sure you hit the right
You
spot.
don't know the spot, then you got problems.
Yeah.
And I know
Sure.
the spot.
You mean the asshole?
Yeah.
You got a problem.
Yeah. Do you ever gobble the asshole up?
Never.
Never.
I don't eat ass.
Why?
I
It's
don't
the
eat ass.
cleanest part of a
I
woman.
don't eat the ass.
That one's not true. It's like how the dog's mouth is the cleanest,
Yeah.
cleaner than humans. That's not true.
It's wiped 3 or 4 times a day if you think about it.
It's true.
Eating ass give you pimples on your lip.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, it don't. Oh, okay.
Jeffrey, what's the craziest thing you've ever done with a woman? You have more experience than all the guests tonight, than all of us on the panel. I know you just swim in pussy all the time.
Nah, I
So,
don't swim in pussy all the time, but I have fucked the girl in the bathroom at the airport before she took off.
What?
wow. Look at that. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Why do I feel
that.
like this was a Southwest flight?
Yeah. No way. It wasn't Southwest. It was fucking Jet Black. You know what I'm
Jet Black,
saying?
yo.
Hell yeah. Boom. I got you covered, Jeffrey.
Actually, it's like Spirit. It's like Spirit Airlines. Yeah.
Well, maybe. Because
Wow.
he does charge them to have sex with him
Yeah,
afterwards.
Spirit Airlines charge you $20 to fuck in their bathrooms.
I know.
Before you take off.
Jeffrey, you're so fucking cool. I probably met you years ago because.
Yeah, I met you before, man.
Yeah, so good to see you again. Congrats on being back in the game. Sorry about your mom, and I'm glad that you're back, making people laugh. Jeffrey Wari, everybody, there he goes. Boom, another one, and then another, and another one, and then another one, and another one. He's on Twitter at fucking bad handwriting.
Bad handwriting. Is he using cursive?
W.
He's the only 53-year-old on
What do you
Twitter.
think that is, Jamar?
Do you guys use cursive still?
At J Wari.
Well, you,
All
you
one
gave it to
word.
the black guy to translate the black guy's writing?
Yeah, it's like doctors and pharmacists.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, guys, this is the part of the show where we have our one regular. This young lady writes and performs a brand new minute every single week. She's our only regular right now, and here she is, everybody. The always nervous, the always fun stylings, the underdog, the one, the only, Melissa Esslinger, everybody. Here she is, another new minute.
I didn't poop in the toilet till I was 5 years old, which is always a good way to start a conversation. I was scared to go in the toilet. My parents tried to bribe me with a dollhouse, and but what really did it was when I pooped my pants in my favorite DuckTales pajamas. That was kind of the last straw. I ate, this is related, just hang on for a second. I ate chalk when I was a kid. I specifically remember having the logic like, no, chalk, yes, crayons, no. Gross. I think I just wanted to like make my poop pretty before it finally came out. I got more if you want. I don't know where I'm at.
It's 54 seconds. What do you want to do?
I was going to talk about the time I ate a nickel.
Yeah. Yeah. What happened there?
My brother was going to buy an eraser, and I didn't want him to. I don't know what that was. So I took the nickel and I put it in my mouth. And I swallowed it. That was a cool x-ray, though.
Did they really x-ray it?
Yeah.
Wow.
It might have been a dime. That makes more sense. It's smaller, but...
Huh. There you go. Melissa Esslinger with a new minute, everybody. She ate a fucking nickel. She ate chalk. What was the first thing?
Pooping.
Poop.
I
that's
almost
right.
would flip the order around. I would go eating, and then pooping.
Right.
But that's just me. Because
No, you're right.
naturally, if you eat chalk and a dime, you're going to have to
Yeah.
talk about shit for a little bit.
It's
I
true.
thought you were gonna say some shit like, you didn't go to the bathroom, so your mom bribed you with a dollhouse, so you took a shit in that bathroom.
Yeah. That's what I thought you were gonna. I thought you were
Nice.
actually gonna say.
Thought
I couldn't take a shit in the bathroom, so my parents bribed me with a dollhouse, and I took a shit in the dollhouse.
Yeah.
Either
That's
way,
good.
and yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what was the deal with the pooping? Why do you think you couldn't poop in a toilet? Were you pooping in diapers?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you had diapers until you were 5. You are
Well, I wasn't-
so adorable.
I didn't I'm so
this
embarrassing.
nervous little girl.
Oh,
like,
my God. I didn't wear
I
them.
feel like this is all like a lie, and you're still wearing a diaper right now, and you might be literally shitting your pants right now. I could
Every
sort of
time I
picture
come
it.
on stage, that's just what I do.
Poop your pants a little bit. Now that's interesting. 5 years old. I guess when did where's Marta at? Is your 3-year-old pooping on a toilet yet?
Yeah.
I feel like you're lying, and that was just like.
Yeah. But he's doing it hilariously, right?
Right. Yeah, he kills it.
Backwards and shit.
I would literally I don't actually remember it, but I think I put the diapers on myself, and then I would go in my room. I would go in my room,
That's
not
funny.
the bathroom, because I wanted.
That's what's funny. You
That's
know,
funny.
you have a problem
That's
when you're
funny.
putting on the
Yeah.
diapers yourself.
I mean, you're great. And then when I turned 16, I had to drive to the store and get the diapers and bought the diapers.
Right.
I mean, Tony introduced you as the always nervous, so I haven't seen you perform before yet, but just you talking to us right now is so much more laid back than you performing stand-up comedy, and obviously, I'm sure it's something you've heard before, but the goal is just to be as laid back and as chill as possible. But the only way to do that is you just keep doing this.
Yep.
That's all I got to say.
Yep.
I used to pee in the bed till I was like 12.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow, 12.
Wow.
We're on double digits.
A lot of
I did it in Vegas
a lot
last
of male
month.
comics, a lot of male comics, including myself, that I've talked to, have wet the bed late into their fucking lives.
Oh yeah, I still do it.
Me too.
What
Like, have you?
I think it was like 10 or 11. It was late, dude. It was fucking late. Like,
I was 11.
Mom made me
I
go
mean,
see a fucking therapist
I don't
and
think
shit.
so.
Yeah.
Have you ever like been so wasted like in Vegas or something that you actually peed where your bathroom would be, but in a hotel room? So like, so you like walked the same path, but then you peed on a plasma.
There's something weird about comics, both men and women, and like our systems of release. It's like we're late with that shit or something.
Sometimes I still pee a little bit.
Yeah. You guys pee out of your butt ever?
You mean like diarrhea?
No, just regular
I've
pee.
never had diarrhea.
Pee that's been put in there.
One time I ate some chalk.
I think I was just stubborn because when I was 2, I didn't poop for 2 weeks, and my
2 weeks.
2
you'd be
weeks.
dead.
Whatever. That's what my mom said. I don't know, but she took me to the doctor.
Is your mom one of those that sees like ghosts and UFOs and shit? I feel like she might be.
Where's
you're
Dad?
you're
Maybe that's the right question. Where's Dad?
Where, Kansas?
What? Wait, what was the
You
question?
answer Tony's question first.
Where's your mom at? Where's
My
your mom
mom
from?
is-
Where were you raised?
All over. I moved
But where
a
were
lot.
you? What's one of the main parts?
I lived the longest in Germany on a
Wow.
base.
Ah, Germany.
Holy shit!
And where's
Aw.
Dad?
Everybody poops their
Same.
pants in Germany.
They're married.
They're married.
Yeah.
Okay, got
He
it.
worked a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, maybe moving a lot has to do with you don't feel comfortable shitting in your own toilet because you don't even know where your own toilet is.
Right.
It's also Germany. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of shit type stuff going on in Germany.
Well,
Usually,
the potty training was happening in New York and Florida.
Usually in Germany, people are afraid of the showers, not the toilet.
Yeah.
I guess it's a whole bathroom thing.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? Explain it.
Oh, because of the Holocaust.
I know.
So, all right, poo pants, and then there was
Eating chalk.
Chalk. What
Eating
does
chalk.
happen when you eat chalk?
I don't know, but I remember one time.
You never checked your pants
Yeah, what's
after
the turd?
eating
What's
it?
the turd look like?
I don't remember. I just know that I knew I wasn't supposed to do it because I remember we were at a waiting room or something and they had a chalkboard and I remember just hiding.
Oh my
So
god!
weird.
Eating it. I don't
Well, you
know.
said the logic between eating chalk over crayons. That's funny, but explain that to me more. What is your logic? I mean, during the joke, explain it to us.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, what is a 5-year-old? Was it 5? You were 5?
I think it was 3.
I mean, chalk seems more delicious to me than crayons.
Really? I was a chapstick
can't
guy.
chew crayons.
You ate a lot of chapstick?
Yeah, grape chapstick.
You could
Get out of
That's
here.
the shit. I almost
The
had
shit.
that in my
line
joke
chalk
too.
up in the powder and just
You could just lick the powder. Yeah, put it in some water and some ghetto Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
By ghetto, I mean black.
Kool-Aid.
Do you remember? Do you remember pooping out the nickel? And did you make a wish before it hit the water? Okie dokie. Melissa Esslinger, everybody, with another brand new minute. The only regular. Watch her grow every single week live in front of your very eyes here on Kill Tony. Ryan J. Ebelt drew this episode. Check this out. This is what happened here tonight, guys. Check it out on RyanJEbelt.com, his Instagram and Twitter. RyanJEbelt.com at RyanJEbelt.
Dude,
Look
that
at
is dope, huh?
Artwork.
That is
Look
great.
at you, Jamar. Looks like a black guy.
Dude, I like how he
Made
made
you
my
look
face
different.
look like I'm in shape. I love that. Nice
Michael
job.
Kosta, what are
Yeah.
you promoting? You're on Twitter?
I had a show on E called The Comment Section. We found out last week they will not be bringing it back, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I love it. promoting
So promoting
the
a
final
show.
episode.
The show's over. MichaelCosta.com. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now, so check out my website.
Follow him on Twitter. Catch him on the road. Jamar Neighbors.
Use your microphone, Jamar.
I'll be at Harris Casino all week in Vegas,
Cool.
hosting the Improv. And I got a movie coming out on April 22nd next year. It's the Key and Peele movie. It's called Keanu.
Yeah, I love that. Key and Peele movie. Kill Tony's coming to Columbus and Pittsburgh this week live. Bye. Bye, live audience. Thank
See
you
ya.
so much. Bye, everybody.